This is a Matchbox K-7 racing car transporter. As you may have seen in an earlier video, this K-7 was sent to me by William Mr. K-7 Robinson, along with a lot of other cars. And all he requested was that I customize this K-7 for him and return it to him. So we talked about color for it, and all we discussed really was that he wanted it to be silver. We considered having rally stripes on it, black rally stripes. And that was about the only direction that he requested. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do to customize this. So naturally we start off by taking it apart. This was really easy to drill. The posts, as you can see there, the posts are huge, so they were very easy to tap. And it all comes apart pretty easily, except for this plastic insert. And it just confused the heck out of me. But I persisted and finally got it out of there. But anyhow, I was trying to decide what to do with this K-7. And I had it sitting around for a little while, just sitting out, so I'd look at it all the time. It was pretty much over dinner I was looking at it. And I tried different things. I stuck a cool combi on the back of it just to get a perspective for size. This is obviously larger than your usual small Matchbox car, or Hot Wheels car. And while I was looking at it, he sent me a picture of a Rolls Royce with a blown engine on it, and sent me some other pictures. And not in reference to this particular car, but just in general, discussion about other things. So I was looking at it, and then all of a sudden it hit me, I need to put a dragster engine on this thing. So once I decided that was the direction I was going to go, it was drastically different than what we had discussed. So I wanted to surprise him. So I kind of kept it a secret as to where it was going. I would send him pictures of the wheels and things as I would go along, but I was going to surprise him in this video. This video was going to be the first he learned of it becoming a dragster. So I proceeded with the build. And as you can see, it does come apart pretty easily. The windshield's out at that point. I wanted to take the horns off the top, and they had two really small posts of their own holding them in place. But again, the size of this made it really easy to work with as far as taking it apart. Other aspects of it, the size was a little difficult, particularly getting it to stay on the helping hand for painting and that kind of thing. As you can see, this one had some spider webs in it. Got those out of there. But this thing, I think it goes back to something like 1972, I believe. So, it's not quite as old as I am. I've got maybe 11 years on it, but anyhow, you can see the wheels are held in by the little plastic supports. I will be removing those because of what I do with the wheels. There's the engine I 3D printed. Found it online, scaled it up to the size I wanted. I pretty much knew I wanted it to almost have a cartoons kind of feel to it. Just a large engine on there. The wheels are Jada Fast and Furious wheels. I believe it's like a 1/42 size casting, something like that. But I had a heck of a time getting them off the axles. I used Plastistruct, the solvent, to actually soften along the axle so I could get it apart. I used a coffee stir stick for the axle tubes. I just tacked those in place, saw if the wheels worked. Loved how the wheels worked. They're Kragers, come on. I put Kragers on everything I can. There you see I had the car primered at that point. So then I really JB welded them into place. I needed to notch that base to make room for the wheels. So did that, cut that out, and then I needed to make basically a styrene plate for the inside to hold the engine. In effect, making a sandwich to hold the engine, and for whatever that back part was, I used to hide it like a transfer case. So I detailed it. I used bare metal foil to get the metal effect for the back of the bed that I wanted. So there's that sandwich with the engine sitting on it with the bare metal foil. I used duplicolor paints, the medium charcoal metallic for most of the body and the brilliant black pearl. I did not go with rally stripes, instead deciding I wanted it to look lower. The vehicle's low to the ground, but I thought if I put a black bottom to it, it'd make it look even lower. It would make the wheels pop. I detailed the inside, not that anybody's going to see that. The windshield was broken, so I tried to cast a new windshield, and while the mold turned out great, I could not get that window clear. It had lots of bubbles. So I made a pattern out of paper of the existing windshield. You see the crack in it back there. And then I just cut it out of actually the plastic from a Hot Wheels package. So did that, bent it into shape, and we end up with all those pieces. It's time for it to go together. And so we go back to the original one that he sent me. But as you might have noticed, this one has a windshield that's not cracked, and it has a ramp on the back. That's because I was doing such an extreme change that I wasn't really comfortable doing that to the one he sent me. So I set about getting another one, and this was when he was first going to find out about it. There is the one I built for him, and actually as I'm recording this, it's in the mail to him. And then here's the one he sent me. It was going to be a surprise. And then he sent me a message the other night of Keith at Outlaw Speed Shop, the progress he's making on a third K-7 that he's doing for William. And he sent me that picture. And when I saw that picture, all I have to say is my first reaction was, damn. Because Keith was making a dragster too. And neither of us knew the other was doing this. It was a huge coincidence. We both had the same idea, but a different approach. His looks completely different than this one, but they're both dragsters. His looks awesome. From what I've seen of it, it looks great, and I'm sure you'll be seeing it soon. And I'm really happy with this one. I think both of us really pleased with what we produced, and we probably like each other's just as well. You know, it's funny. So there's the K-7 that dragster I ended up with. Here's some other photos. I hope you like it. Again, I find it funny that Keith and I headed down the same direction. Different results, but the same direction. So hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.